Hey everyone, it's Amanda from AmandaKugler.com, and I am here with another video this week. I have been working on a series called the Just Folded In series. So this is a little bit of a fun series just based on the show Schitt's Creek, if anyone's seen that. You probably know what I mean. There is a scene with a mother and son where she's teaching him to make this recipe, which she claims is her mother's recipe, but she tells him to just fold in the cheese, just fold it in, and she doesn't know what it means, so she just keeps telling him, just fold it in, and he doesn't understand what she means. So the way I've tied this in is that in the spiritual world, in the self-help world, there's a lot of these terms that people throw out, and I think they're not always clearly defined, and people don't always quite get the clarity on those that they're hoping for. So I'm hoping to, one by one, bring out some of these terms. So we've had a few that we've gone over so far. We've gone over clearing your energy, we've gone over grounding, and we've had, this week I'm hoping to talk about aligning with your higher self. So this was brought on, I wasn't planning this, but the best ones are often the ones where I feel inspired by my own life. So definitely feeling this pull to get back into alignment with my higher self. So what does that mean, first of all? So aligning with your higher self is talking about really getting to that soul level, to who you truly are underneath all the layers that we've built around ourselves. So for instance, our limiting beliefs are piled on there, our fears are piled on there, our expectation and conditioning from society, from family. So we're often playing the part a lot. We're trying to, societies like us to conform, right? That's what's most comfortable for everyone. And when we step outside of that is when people feel a little uncomfortable. It's different. It's you know, not what's expected. So I think sometimes we end up following a path that may not have been what we desired. It may not have been in alignment with what our higher self would have wanted for us. So what do we do once we realize maybe we're not in alignment, or how do we know we're not in alignment? So we really need to tune in. It's awareness and tuning in to our intuition is how we're going to know. So really feeling that, you know, the gut feeling, as people say. So some people, that's where you'll feel most sensitive to these feelings, is in your stomach or digestive tract, right? Or people might feel it in other ways. But really just sitting with something, and when you get that feeling, really trusting it, knowing that this isn't feeling right for a reason, and maybe you're meant to go in a different direction. Maybe there is something else you're meant to be doing, another choice you're supposed to be making. But really trying to weed out all those other factors of what someone else wants for you, what the society's expectations are, what we've always done, what the responsible thing to do is, right? Sometimes all of these things can cloud us, but really tuning into that body and what feels right. So what brought this about for me, so it's sort of a little announcement here in this video as well, that you may be seeing less volume for me on social media. It hasn't been feeling right for me for a while. I really thrive in the one-on-one setting, really small settings, where we can get a little deeper, we can have deeper conversations and make more of an impact, I feel, in those ways. So I'm hoping to get more connected with real life. I feel sometimes social media is difficult for me, and maybe for some of you as well. It's a little bit of a warped reality, right? It's not quite real life. It's, you know, a curated feed. It's an algorithm that shows you certain things. So sometimes we find ourselves comparing, or we find ourselves feeling like there's so much of this, but it's really just a curated feed. And when you get into reality and start talking with people, you don't hear that all the time, or you don't see those things all the time. And I feel like for me, energetically, it hasn't been feeling right as well. So I would still love to put out one nice quality piece for you each week. And if you would like to be sure that you see this every week, the best way is to sign up for my email list. You can sign up on amandakugler.com, or if you just want to message me, we can get you on that for sure. I know Facebook, the algorithm, again, can be a little bit tricky, so if you want to make sure that you see whatever I'm putting out each week, you can sign up for my email list. That would be great. But back to getting in alignment with your higher self is that who you are on the soul level. It is peeling away the layers that you've built up and getting to that real truth of who you are, what your purpose is, and what you're meant to be doing here. So whenever there's a decision to be made, just asking the question and really sitting with it physically and tuning in. Another thing that you can do is doing meditative body scans, a body scan meditation, doing just a quick check of your body throughout the day, just getting in that habit as often as possible of tuning in to what you're feeling and noticing what feels off and what needs to be done to help you to get back to that place of feeling good. So when you're in alignment, you will be feeling good. You'll be feeling content. You'll be feeling peaceful. So if any of those things are missing, that's when to ask yourself, what's off? What's not in alignment right now? What is not meant for me? So I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope that you are at peace and finding ways that really speak to you to be in alignment. Thanks so much, and have a great week.